With my RimWorld Glitter City series ending and Biotech DLC still being a while away, I needed something to scratch that colony building itch. Stranded Alien Dawn, a newly released planet survival sim, fits perfectly. It's a pretty 3D RimWorld-like game where your stranded survivors attempt to do just that: survive. The alien planet is as beautiful as it's dangerous, and the colonists are just as fickle as they are in RimWorld. So, let's have some fun with it and see how long I can keep them alive. And so we have crash landed, and we have landed in the middle of nowhere. Jesus, there's more stuff crash landing. Right from the start, it seems like one of our dudes has a meltdown and it's just crying out here, which, let's be real, is pretty understandable. Like, they just crashed down in this space shuttle that we can now scavenge, so we're gonna do that. Looking around the area where we landed, seems like we are somewhere in the mountains, which is nice. There's some alien bugs out there and a big horned animal, which seems scary. There also seems to be a bunch of squash-like plants over here. I'm gonna send them to observe these. These might be edible. And there also seems to be some bushes out here that, well, to me it looks like blueberries, so we're gonna observe those as well. And while people observe stuff, we're gonna go and build some shelters for them so they don't freeze to death. For now, they also have to just sleep on the ground because we don't really have anything better. Also gonna tell them to just cut down a couple of trees so we can make a campfire so they don't freeze. As you can see for our colonists over here, we have Grayson, we got Ken, who is scavenging currently, we have Lara, who's chopping things down, and we have Queen, who I believe is our best... No, he's not. He's our best constructor. I thought he was our best shot, but no. Ken is our best combat dude. We did find a laser pistol, so I'm gonna give that to Ken so he can be our first defense line. And we got nothing for weapons, which is unfortunate. I'm also gonna start building a workbench, so if we need to actually do something there, it's gonna find. They're making weird noises where they eat. They're like, nom nom nom, so delicious. What do we have here? Emergency rations. Maybe we should bring them inside. I need to make bigger stockpiles. To make a campfire, we're gonna need some sticks, it seems. So I'll build this chopping block over here, and I'm gonna tell them to just make sticks like 3 times. We should have some wood for them. Actually, maybe 2 times is gonna be enough. Alas, it seems they don't really care about that because they're going to bed right now. I guess it's getting late. It's almost midnight, so let them. Oh, by the way, this game also has 8 without table. Well, it just said 8 on foot, which is fine. But as you can see, it's also in here. I'm gonna give the synthetic vest that we have found to our, well, best fighter, Ken. I'm sorry everybody else, but you know, Ken's the man. And now he's looking like a total bro. He's actually got some kind of metal plates on. I love it. Also, all of these guys seem to be in a bit of a pain because they inhaled too much smoke on the spaceship. Excuse me. The crash was intentional? Are you trying to tell me something there, lady? What are you guys hiding? Well, what they're not hiding is the fact that we now have a campfire over here where we can go and cook some stuff. For now, we could just cook emergency rations, which is gonna give them some happiness. But so far, they're all very happy because it's, you know, they only just dropped down from the sky, so they're feeling pretty good. Hey, new discovery! We have found about butter melons. They look actually delicious. We can harvest and cook them. I'm gonna just tell them to start harvesting these over here, and if you wanted to, we could actually make a butter melon farm now. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Ken, stop transporting that, buddy. I want you to grab it immediately. Let's go. So Ken's got himself a freaking rifle now. That's actually pretty good. All the other 3 guys are 0 in combat. That seems like great idea from my part. I'm gonna give it to Lara, this laser pistol, since she's not indifferent about it. And we're gonna make some veggie soups. So apparently we have 80 watermelons that we got from that. All right. Unfortunately, we do not have any good cooks though. So Lara is the best at 2 in cooking. So we're gonna have her do that. Lara also has an idea that setting up this shelter is enough to celebrate. And I have a feeling they're not gonna have too much to celebrate about in the coming days. So I will allow it. It's a great idea, Lara. Good for you. Celebration at 7 p.m. today. A new discovery. So we got bush fruits. All right, we can cook them or make them into wine. So these over here, fruit bushes, can now be harvested. You love to see it. I mean, we have a bit of buttermelons anyway, and we're cooking those, so for now I think we're good. Since they're complaining about eating without table, I'm also gonna allow them to have a table and some chairs here. The survivors are celebrating the fact that they are still alive. Nobody's actually celebrating. Oh, no, Grayson decided, yeah, you know what, let's go. Lara's still cooking, which is nice. We're getting some veggie soups now. Ken doesn't give a shit though. He's just scavenging over here. Is he dancing? He was vibing. Also, dude, just sit down. Everybody else is sitting. What do you mean? Oh yes, he's dancing. Well then. And everybody's so excited about his dancing, they turn away from him. And Queen is also dancing now. Oh my god. Bunch of weirdos out here. Everybody's complaining because they just woke up and they're like, oh, let's step outside in the rain. And now they're soaking wet. We're also gonna go observe these twisted plants, and I think you can get fabrics out of this. So that's what we're gonna try. Also, we get these corn-like plants. We're gonna observe those as well. We must also not forget about science. So we're gonna go build a science bench, and apparently we need some more trees chopped down. The emergency rations, of course, are not gonna stay with us forever, so we're gonna have to go harvest some of these blueberries that we have out here. I don't know if they're blueberries. They're berry bushes, fruit bushes, there you go. That's gonna give us some food, but you know, in the long run, we're gonna need to build farms. So if I build farms, we have some loam soil over here, which is great for fertility. Out here is just normal soil, which is, or silt, I should say, which is 75%. This one in here is infertile because we burn into the ground. And further out here, we have gravel, which is also not very good for growing. So I'm gonna just try to grow as much in this loam over here. We're gonna do like a buttermelon patch over here. There's some dragons flying around. Small flying lizards. Yes. Should we observe them? I don't know. I don't really want my people hunting them all over the place and observing them. What I really want to observe is this research bench though, because we have a bunch of new stuff we can work on. I think the first thing I want to do is go for weaponsmithing. So at least we're gonna have bows for these two people who also don't want to fight. So maybe that's not that useful, but I want some protection because you never know what's going to be out here. Looks like my main researcher is going to be Grayson, who is observing tall leafy plants first, which, you know what, is understandable. Actually, that was Quinn. Never mind. Grayson is observing the twisted plants. Better. Okay, so on the roof, these veggie soups are gonna last for 4 days. So I think making 5 at the same time is completely fine. The bush fruits that we have harvested do have 36 days on the roof. So the shelf life here is pretty good. And I accidentally made Grayson naked. Okay, Grayson, that's not very good. Why don't you put some trousers on? By the way, this is how our base looks like if we toggle on the roofs. It's not the best. Not yet. One day it's gonna be glorious, I believe. We found some blade grass out here, and that gives us hay. I believe we need hay to make better beds than what we have right now. We're just sleeping on the ground. Actually, no, for the bed we do need fabrics. I lied, never mind. We could build a shooting target, which people can use for relaxation, and that's not so bad. We have discovered skin bark, and with this, if we plant and harvest it, we can actually make veggie leather and then make beds out of it, which would be really nice. And that also unlocks a new research for us, veggie armor. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. There's our skin bark. We're getting a bunch of it. 50 apparently. We'll see what we can do with that. So 10 skin bark is gonna give us 10 veggie leather. I'm gonna just make sure that we just turn all of it into veggie leather that we can actually use. Looks like we have gotten one of the more important things. We have grain cob now. Or we have discovered grain cob, which we can harvest grain from, and then we can either cook it, press it in oil, make syrup, moonshine, and even use it for antibiotics. Amazing. And it takes only 9 days to harvest, so let's make some of that. Right now we only have 10 first aid kits. So any medicine really that we can find that we can turn into it would be pretty nice. Blame Lara for the crash? Oh, Ken. I'd be very careful. Like, she's the one cooking your meals. If you plan on blaming her for that, she might shoot you. With weapons done, I think I'm gonna go for basic construction first. And then maybe we could go into power. The lightning rod seems like they're gonna be done easy and cheap. We're gonna make 2 short bows for our people. I don't know if you need to make arrows as well. We'll figure that out soon. And apparently we can make, 17 aggressive animals. They're preparing to attack in a couple of hours. 17 of them? Oh god. Maybe it would be smart to just make a couple of spears. I'm gonna tell Grayson to quickly make a couple of spears and hopefully at least they can defend themselves with that. I'm also just gonna place a couple of traps over here at the entrance. We got our first spear. Grayson's got it. And he's making another one so Queen can maybe have a bit of a protection as well. We only have one person who is kind of capable of healing. That's Ken. So we want to keep him away from combat. I mean, just a bit further away. He is the best at combat, so he's definitely going to be shooting from afar. Oh, animals are attacking. All right, well, now it's time to fight. Let's get back, everybody. I wanted to build these fences over here, but alas, I think it was too late. Looks like they do spawn with some knives in, even if they don't have nothing, so at least they have a bit of a weapon. Does that feel like they're gonna need it? There's 17 of these buggers. Here they come. Grayson, position yourself. Queen, stab them. Let's hope that we can hold them over here. Oh god. Oh god, please no friendly fire though. Okay, you need to move, buddy. He's observing death and that's what makes him happy. Look at Queen and Grayson go. These guys are weaklings. They just destroyed them. Everybody's injured. So, looks like Grayson's got a bit of a bitten off flesh and needs a bandage for that. Otherwise, it's superficial bite. Ken is fine, just a couple of superficial bites. Lara's got a bit of a bitten off flesh. And then Queen's got superficial bites. Ken, I would really like you to go heal the other people, if that would be... Yeah, there you go. He's healing Lara. Perfect. And Grayson's just healing himself. All right. You know what? Well played, Grayson. I don't know if these insects are edible, but we are butchering them nonetheless. I don't think these insects gave us much interesting, besides some meat. And they're also named Scarabei, apparently. A lot more annoying than some tiny insect that scuttled through your fridge. Okay. We can cook them into a meat soup, though. I'm sure they're gonna be delicious. Oh, there's a dead big horned animal. I'm gonna tell them to go butcher this thing. And there's another one. I don't know what killed it, but clearly something is murdering them out here. Maybe we should be more careful what we do. Maybe we should get some fences around our base, huh? That seems like a great idea. And look at that, Grayson level up crafting. You'll love to see it. Addie is a big animal. Just stab it. It almost rotted away though. So it's definitely not smelling too good. Oh, he gave us some hides as well. All right. We gotta dry those. First bow has been created. And since Grayson was the one who made it, I'm gonna allow him to equip it now. You actually have enough skin bark now to make proper beds. And I will start working on that. I'm pretty sure nobody wants to sleep on the ground. So this is gonna be so much better. There you go. That's much better. Apparently, Ken's got a risk of meltdown. Ready? Ah, yes, our happiness has dropped down. It's fine. If we had a bit more skin bark, we can harvest it over here. We could actually make some more leather, and with that leather, we can then maybe give them some more happiness to do. Yes, we can give them more happiness, don't ask. Look, he just ate that meal. He's well fed, plus 18. There you go. Just don't go hungry and you're gonna be good. Once we get more leather, we can build them a punching hole that they can... Punching pole, not a hole. That they can go and punch and be happy about it. Just the way we have this shooting thing over here. Hey, Lara is up to level 3 in cooking, which is pretty good. She also sleeps like a corpse. Great. There we go. We have our punching pole, and that can be used for relaxation. So hopefully... that's gonna make them a bit happier now. And new discovery for blade grass. We already knew that it kind of provides hay, so now we know we can make hay. We're also gonna have to make some extra bandages. We only used some first aid kits last time, but we do have apparently quite a lot of scrap cloth that we can't really use for too much other things, so I'm gonna see if we can make some of these. Ah, there you go. Lara is punching the pole. That actually damages it. I noticed that these things get damaged when they shoot it as well. And then you have to constantly repair it, which, you know, I guess it makes sense, but it's also kinda annoying. And I don't think it's really needed in-game. I don't know if you can stack multiple desks for research, but I will try it. If you can have multiple people researching, well, maybe we can get our stuff done faster. It's still like consuming emergency rations, even though we have other things. We got veggie soups and meat soups. Now, I wonder if this is like in RimWorld, where somebody goes and tries to pick up, let's say, a meat soup, and that kind of reserves the whole stack for him and nobody else can pick it up. I wonder if it's that, or they just don't really care. Oh no! Our wooden chair just got hit because of thunderstorm. And I guess that woke up Queen. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna eat over here. I don't care about that. Yeah, maybe we need those lightning rods sooner rather than later. Oh, we succeeded at drying some meat for the first time, which means that it's gonna stay fine for 48 days on the roof. That's perfect. And we are also, looks like we're drying some hides. Awesome. So we're gonna get some leather. We don't have much hides, but still, whatever we have, we can use. And look at that. We do have 2 people researching at the same time. Hopefully that is gonna boost up the times this happens and we can finally build some roofs on top of this. Because right now, you know, everybody who actually sits over here gets kind of wet. Looking at how much we're gonna get out of these fields, that's 400 grain, 400 buttermelons. I think that's gonna be quite plenty. So I think once the harvest is done, I'm gonna resize these and just plant something else. And this wooden fence we have around is not really gonna protect us much, I don't think, but it's still gonna be a bit better. We can tell animals to come directly in here and, you know, we can shoot them across the fence over here, put some traps down if you want to, you know, just early protection for now. Oh, let's go. We got construction basics, soon we can now build roofs and such. Awesome. And we also got our first lightning rod, which I'm gonna build somewhere over here. This should kind of reach the whole thing. And I think I'm gonna keep this as it is right now, you know, kind of a storage slash crafting area. But otherwise, I want to build like a new living area for our people. Something I forgot to get before is stone. And for the first time, we're gonna be getting some stone that I'm gonna be using as kind of a flooring for our new house. And it seems like you do need quite a lot. Of course, we don't need the house to be too big for now. And no, I don't really want stairs. Bye. There you go. This is looking much better. We also researched tailoring. We got tailoring benches now that we're gonna eventually start making some clothing off. I think for now, our house is just gonna be out of scrap metal. Oh boy, 19 aggressive animals. We got scarabs out here again. We're gonna have to prepare. I'm gonna build a couple more traps over here. Maybe we can have our first defense like next to this thing and then we run back over those traps. Never mind, we never constructed those traps, so the animals are attacking. 19 this time around. I think that's gonna be fine. They are going around here. They're not going through, so that's fine. And we are shooting some of them through this. Somebody's stunning them. I don't know what the stuns are from, but you know what? I kind of like it. I think maybe Ken is trying to stun them. That's actually pretty decent. Lara actually leveled up, and they're going directly for Ken. I don't like that, because he's our best healer as well. Ken, move a bit around. Guys, don't let them just go through like this. He's also happy because he observed death, by the way. So, you know, there's that. Do you have 2 injuries? Ken is bleeding out slightly. He's got his flesh bitten off a bit. That's fine. We're gonna have Lara heal Ken, and that's gonna be fun. And we're gonna butcher all these animals. Now look at that. Lara also leveled up in healing. She's the secondary healer we have, and now she is at level 1. Our scrap metal stuff is being built, and I think I turned it wrong way over here in some places. But you know what? That just gives it some charm. Let's build it a roof as well. Look at that, our first actual building complete. Maybe if I build some doors, that might be it. Alas, looks like these stairs are kind of in the way and I never even needed to build them. So wait, are you telling me I didn't need to build a doorway to build a door? That absolutely does not make any sense. Oh, heat wave. I don't think we can do anything about it. I mean, we do have the ability to build power now and get power, but I don't think we can actually refrigerate ourselves. And Grayson is really not happy about the situation, especially because he was angered and annoyed by Lara. Lara, who is harvesting copious amounts of gray and pumpkins over here. Well, some of the boys are already sleeping inside. Also, I'm gonna give them like a new bench over here where they can just chill. Grayson and Ken are gonna be here for now. Anyway, the temperature in here is fine. The floor is, I guess, decent size. Scrap metal and stone. It's not the best. It's 4 walls and a roof. All that's needed, right? Tell me if this doesn't look cozy. It looks pretty cozy. At least the boys are not gonna be wet anymore while they are in here and eat. Our food is kind of rotten away. The heat wave is not helping with the situation, but that's how it is. We can't really do refrigeration right now, but hopefully with the power that we gained, we'll look into that and we'll see what we can do. Our 4 boys are still alive. They have a nice room to sleep in now. They got some farming going on. They got some crafting going on. Defenses are still very, very questionable, but we're going to work on that in the future. For now, thank you everybody for watching. Jump on Discord if you're not part of that, and I'm gonna continue with this next time.